Okay, all, welcome back to another video. I am Abigail Grace, or Abby, and today's video is going to be a reading vlog, but I'm going to be letting Fable choose the books I read from my TBR. So if you don't know, Fable is a reading tracker app, and you can have all your lists like you do on Goodreads, but there's also lots of good data that you might not get from Goodreads. And I like it more. It's what I've been using. I still am tracking on Goodreads because a lot of people only follow me on Goodreads, but I think at the end of this year, I'm going to fully transition to Fable and stop using Goodreads. So I am today going to go to my want to read list here, and then they have this like Scout, which is like an AI feature, which can pick for you from your TBR. Now, if I get books that I don't have on my TBR, I am going to skip and have it show me the next one. So this is Tom Selleck's memoir, which I don't have. I could see if it's available on the library. If it is, I'll read it. If not, we will move to the next. So let's see if it's on. What's this called? You Never Know. Okay, this is available. I tend to like to listen to memoirs, so I am going to get the audiobook version from the library. So I'm going to spin again and have it give me another book, and hopefully I can have a physical book to read along with me listening to Tom Selleck's memoir. So let's get into that. So this did pick me a book that has not come out yet. That's the thing about this, is like it can't always tell what's been released or not. If it's on your list, it can pick it. So we will go to the next, see what it gets me. This one is also not out, The Book Witch. So I'm gonna have Scout pick again. Okay. Female fantasy. So I'm like, unfortunately, I have requested this from the library, but it won't be available for another 10 weeks because I do really want to read it, but it just came out and there's a long wait at the library. So we're gonna have Scout pick again. I'm like, please pick a book that's on my actual TBR. We'll keep going until we get something, but okay. The Baby Dragon Cafe. I do have the physical copy of this book. So I'm going to set as currently reading, and we'll get started on The Baby Dragon Cafe. I'm also reading, you can see, a few other things at the same time, but I'm always reading multiple things at the same time. So I'll get The Baby Dragon Cafe. We'll start that. I'll probably finish that like today. It'll be a quick read. And then I will also start listening to Tom Selleck's memoir. And that will be the first selection that Scout picked for us. Let's go over to my shelf and pick up The Baby Dragon Cafe. So The Baby Dragon Cafe Welcome to the cutest and most complicated cafe in town. And this book is, let's see, how many pages? Just over 300. It's 309 pages, so I should be able to get through this quick. Crack the spine and get into it.
Going out, I'm not gonna go. Nobody around, all held up by the sun. All held up by the sun, and I can hear the sound of another Christmas song, and it feels like a Sunday. Yes. It feels like a Sunday.
So I'm back. I've showered. My hair looks horrible, so I am gonna braid it. And I am headed out to one of my friends. He has a book club here in Nashville, Queer Men's Book Club. So if you fall into that category, you should definitely follow them on Instagram. But they're having an open meeting tonight, which is a like read and watch. We read The Talented Mr. Ripley, and then we're gonna watch the movie. So I am going to leave for that in like 10 minutes. Which means sadly I will be missing Dancing with the Stars tonight, but that's okay. I'm going to support my friend, and I've never seen The Talented Mr. Ripley, so I'm excited to see it actually. Like, I know it has a great cast. Matt Damon, Jude Law, Gwyneth Paltrow. So that's where I'm headed. Oh my gosh, my hair is crazy. But I did listen to Tom Selleck's memoir while I was running. I'm like almost 20% through, which is awesome. So I will of course keep listening and hopefully finish that in the next few days. But essentially it's a memoir, so it's his life, but right now it's him like getting his start. And he was a like Fox, what was it? I don't know. He was like a contract worker with Fox when the studio was young. He was in the National Guard reserves during Vietnam. And he's currently 24, where we're at in the story. And I feel like he's about to like kind of break into Hollywood. Like right now he's only had small roles and like commercials. But he's just such a like heartthrob. That's the energy I'm getting. Like he's 6'4", he played basketball at USC. Like just him with his hair and his mustache, I love. So, and that's like the prime of the era that he's in right now in the memoir, so loving that. But I read the first like 100-ish pages of the Baby Dragon Cafe last night, so that's like 35% through the book. I Haven't read any today, obviously, because I've been working, so I'll read some more tonight when I get back from this book club, depending on how late I get back. I was hoping really I'd be able to like finish that book today, but it just is not in the cards. So there's that. I am wearing my Halloween themed hoodie for tonight, and you saw me open up a Sprite Chill, which is the cherry lime flavor, and it is so good. It's my favorite current obsession of evening beverage. I am gonna finish braiding my hair and then head out the door to Americano Lounge, which is where this event is taking place. Okay, I'm making a beverage to go into the office. I'm actually not sure what I'm gonna make. I think I'm just gonna do an iced tea. So I'm gonna boil some water in my kettle. Boiling water in the kettle first for some iced tea. I'm also filming a TikTok over here, so sorry. Dance bean salad. That goes in first. I'm also putting a Diet Pepsi in there, although it's not cold, so that's a bummer. And then I'm going to peel and slice an apple as well for my lunch. And that's gonna be it. Okay, so water's out at the office, so they sent us home. So that's great. That means I get to fold and put away my laundry that's been sitting in my laundry basket, ready to be put away for several days now. So I'm gonna get this done while I listen to Tom Selleck tell me about his life. I'm gonna grab my headphones.
So, when I bumped into her sitting on a blanket at Long State Beach, I said hello.
It's not working.
Very nice person. And we ended up talking for quite a while. We dated for about a year.
Watch how the sun it creeps in, hanging straight out the window, getting high on a winter's morning, waking up stoned here in my home.
Okay, we are here and we are finally sitting back down to read more of the Baby Dragon Cafe. I did not pick this up at all yesterday, so we are picking up on page 106, chapter 10. And we're gonna try and really get through a lot of this and finish it this afternoon / evening. I'm babysitting tonight, so once the kids go to bed, I'll be able to get some reading done as well. So we're hoping to finish this today.
Right where I belong, blazing by the mistletoe.
Okay, I'm about to start on my dinner. I'm making soup. It's a recipe from TikTok. Danielle Filong. She makes this. I am missing one ingredient. I don't have leeks, but we're gonna make it work. So I'm gonna start cutting up my veggies. I've got to cut up an onion and some other things. So cabbage, onion, celery, carrots. And then also going in are mushrooms and spinach. Okay, so what I did over here is I combined all the veggies into this pot, and they are just, what's the word? not simmering. Just cooking them up, sweating them down in here. There's a lot of vegetables. It's gonna be a very veggie heavy soup. And then I'm gonna put this whole thing of vegetable broth and also drain this can of chickpeas and put that in as well. And then I've also got this like leftover bag of egg noodles from like a chicken noodle soup that I made. And I'm just gonna boil this separately so it doesn't soak up all of the broth, and then put these like on top. Okay, let's get done. Sorry. I am back from babysitting. I just filmed my TikTok like series, which is I Get Ready for Bed While I Tell You What I'm Reading, and talked about it, but I'm gonna talk to you too and give you more details about the Baby Dragon Cafe. But I'm gonna brush my teeth first and then we'll get into it.
But I'm not missing Christmas this year. This whole December long.
Okay, I finished the Baby Dragon Cafe while I was babysitting. And let me think. I did give it 2.5 stars. I told this on my TikTok, but like all they do is dialogue. Like there's no like showing, there's no description. It's very like like on to the next. So that was kind of, it wasn't great, but I wasn't expecting greatness, honestly, from the Baby Dragon Cafe. So yeah, 2.5 stars for that. It ends like happily ever after. And there's maybe like a little conflict. There's no third act breakup, but like she tried to like throw in a conflict at the end because otherwise the whole book was like la-di-da. But it felt like rushed and like forced in there. I don't know. It was weird. I did not like it. I thought Aiden was like sweet. I liked Saphira, but again, like it was hard to like them when I felt like they were so flat. Like they were very flat characters. So kind of saw that coming, but unfortunate. It's done, and I'm gonna pick another book tomorrow because it's like 10:30 and I'm gonna go to bed. So tomorrow I'll come back and we'll spin the wheel on Fable again, and it'll tell us what to read. I have a few that I like really want, but my TBR is so like long that it really could be anything, and I have no idea. So we will see what it spins for us. I am 45% through Tom Selleck's memoir, so that's good. We're learning about his time on Magnum PI, which I knew nothing about. I didn't even know he was in Magnum PI, which is probably stupid and silly of me because he's the main character, and I think that's like what he's mostly known for, is being Magnum PI. But I'm loving it so far. It's fun to learn. He says a lot of names, like these are people I'm supposed to know, like this and this person in the industry. I'm like, I don't recognize their name or any of the things that they're in. Like he is definitely like a generation before me. Like these are names that my parents probably recognize, and we're just not there for me. And that's fine. I'm still enjoying it. It's still great to like hear his journey. So probably won't finish that tomorrow, but we're still trucking through the memoir. And I think that's all I got for you. Again, it's 10:30. I'm going to bed, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night. Happy Decades Day. This is my makeup for Decades Day. I'm doing a 90s vibe, which I feel like came across. I don't know. Got some butterfly clips, and then for the outfit is cardigan, this black sweater or skirt. I'm wearing tights and my like heeled boots. I'm feeling kind of like it's giving Rachel Green, hopefully. So I have to go into the office, but I will talk to you when I get back from work this afternoon and we can spin the wheel again. As I said yesterday, we're back and it's time to have Scout pick my next book. I am sitting here waiting for my Apple Watch to charge so I can go on a run. The Heartbreak Hotel! Oh my gosh, yay! This is so exciting. I have been wanting to read this. A bed and breakfast for the brokenhearted might hold the key to another chance at love in this achingly hopeful debut romance. This is Ellen O'Clover. This is her adult romance debut. She has written other like YA romancy stuff, so I'm excited. I've loved her other stuff. Louisa Walsh emerged from a tumultuous childhood with a degree in counseling, a wealthy boyfriend, and her sunny outlook on life mostly intact. But that optimism is tested when she's dumped and left unable to afford rent on their gorgeous house in the mountains of Colorado. Even with her life in disarray, Lou knows losing the one stable place she's ever called home is not an option. Her plan: ask her reclusive landlord, Henry Rhodes, to let her stay for free in exchange for renting out the house's many rooms as a bed and breakfast. She's shocked when he agrees to her terms, and even more surprised to discover Henry is a handsome 30-something veterinarian with silver at his temples and sadness in his eyes. One who does not take it well when Lou starts marketing her B&B as a retreat for the recently heartbroken. But as the Comeback Inn opens its doors to its weary, hopeful guests, Lou and Henry find themselves dancing around both their undeniable connection and the closely held secrets that threaten to topple this fragile new start. A chance at love here could be too close to home, or could it be exactly where their hearts finally heal? So excited. I do have that on my shelf. Here she is. She is about 340 pages and I'm very excited. So like I said, I am gonna go on a run, but I'm gonna start this, read for like 10 minutes while I wait for my watch to charge, and then I'll bring you along for the rest of the evening. I am going to a Claire Gilmore event. Her new book, Never Over, came out on Tuesday, so she's doing a like Q&A and a signing, and that should be fun. But I'm gonna actually sit right here and start this first few pages of this because, again, I'm excited.
Feels like a Sunday, every day. It feels.
So no one was gonna tell me that this is age gap. Like, I think she's like 23 or 24 and I think he's like mid-30s. I'm ecstatic. And he's a vet. And his name is Henry Rhodes. I'm obsessed with him already. Like, how many pages in am I in? 38 pages in, and I'm obsessed with Henry Rhodes, and we've met him one singular time. Like, I can't wait. I just can't wait.
Like a Sunday. Watch how the sun it creeps in, hanging straight out the window, getting high.
I'm about to change out of my Daphne costume / look for the morning because I had a meeting, so I wore this and then my go-go boots, which I already took off and are sitting on the floor over there, but it was cute. I wore this purple dress from Free People, this neck scarf from Amazon, and my headband is from Free People as well. But this was Daphne, and now I'm going to a workout class and I'm gonna kind of do like a devil. I have red and black, and then I'm gonna wear a devil horn headband. So that's all for the costuming updates. Other updates, I stayed up until like 1 a.m. last night reading The Heartbreak Hotel. I'm like 70% through. I will be finishing it today. It was so good. I'll give you a like full update later when I'm not about to run out the door in 5 minutes, but so good. Okay, here's my double look. I put on this red jacket, and these are the reddest tights I have. They're more of a rust color, but they're close. I'm just wearing black on top. And then I switched my eyeliner from purple to red and put on a little lip. So I need to leave now, but I will talk to you after my bar class. Okay, we are going to sit here until I finish The Heartbreak Hotel. I'm got this much left, not that much left, so we're buckling in to finish this. Actually, let me give you a little update about what's happening. So it essentially starts out, first chapter, with her getting broken up with. Her boyfriend of like 6 years, Nate, who's a musician, has been cheating on her. And all she wants is to keep the house that they lived in together. It's like her dream home. She's put a lot of work in it, and it's the first place she's like felt like home. But she can't afford it. She is has finished grad school to be a therapist, but she has not passed her licensing test yet. So, that's kind of where it starts. In an effort to be able to still live there, her and her friend come up with this plan where they're going to turn the home into a B&B, and they like theme it that it is for people who are going through a breakup or the brokenhearted. So she goes to propose this to her landlord, Henry, and he's the town vet, and he at first says no, and then he finally acquiesces, and she starts, doing the whole thing. You get some really cool conversations with her and a lot of the people staying there about like breakups and moving on, and just some really good points and talk. Like, it's very good because obviously she's a therapist, and although she's not licensed, she's still like giving her advice to these people, like, and helping them work through what they're going through, and it's really cool. So you get to see a lot of different cast of characters from all these people coming to stay at the B&B. And while all this is going on, Henry like is spending a lot more time there to like fix random things up, whatever. And there's just this like palpable like sexual chemistry between them. And eventually they do kind of like give in to this sexual chemistry, but geez, my throat is what's happening. They give into that chemistry eventually, and you learn that Henry, like, we knew he had some kind of like sadness or like tragedy that happened to him, but we don't know what it was, and we eventually like do learn what that is in his conversations with Louisa or Lou. Sorry, my cat just, it's fine. He calls her Louisa, everyone else calls her Lou. He's the only one. It's so cute. But you like learn his backstory along the way, which is so just like heartbreaking. He's clearly been just like kind of going through the motions since like this thing happened. And that's kind of where we're at now. Like, they're just starting to explore something between them. This is me without giving spoilers. Like, they're starting to explore something between them. And another backstory thing to note about Lou is that she had a very nomadic lifestyle growing up, in that her mom was constantly moving from boyfriend to boyfriend. And so she like had like that as her childhood, and her mom was diagnosed with multiple personality disorder. So even still, she feels like she has to be this like caretaker for her mom. And she has a very difficult relationship with her mom and with her older sister, who, as in true eldest daughter form, like takes on the role of parent, and like, and maybe not the best way, like is like, what's your plan? Like, you need to get your life together. Like, there's tension between them because of that, because she just like wants the best for Lou. Like, it's coming from a good place, but it's also like not done in the best way. And she puts the emotional strain of the relationship with their mom on Lou. So that's kind of like a bunch of different pieces of what's happening. And like I said, I'm like 75% in. I'm going to finish this right now, and I'll give you an update when I'm done. Okay. We finished. My camera is about to die, but I did give this 5 stars. I'm obsessed with these characters, and this, like, the setting was gorgeous. There was a Halloween scene, which was fun because I finished it on Halloween. Yeah, all in all, I really enjoyed this, and I think you should pick it up. So I was trying to decide if I should start another book, have Fable pick another book, but I usually let my reading vlogs be 3 books, and I realized since I'm listening to the Tom Selleck memoir, that is my 3rd book. So I've got the Baby Dragon Cafe, the Heartbreak Hotel, and then the memoir. So I do think I'm not going to start another book for this video. I'm just going to keep updating you on the memoir and just like vlog what's going on. I will be going to Halloween party. I'm dressing up as a Slytherin. I just figured out how to tie my tie. Like, I'm so excited. So I'll show you some of that stuff too, but I won't start another book for this video, and I'll keep you updated, of course, but just wanted to let you know that's what we're doing.